Hey, Cecilia here. I'm going to get this shared out in a few places and then we'll go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on with my phone today, see if it's going to cooperate. So let me see. So far, so good. I think we might have, yeah, we got action. All right. Let me get this shared out in a few places and then we will go ahead and get started. Look, I thought we had action. There we go. All right. Copy. And then and paste. Almost done here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure you stay tuned. You know, I appreciate any love, any likes, any shares that you decide you want to give me. Let me get this shared out in a few places. Share to groups. Be real cautious. I just got out punishment on Facebook. I don't want to be back on punishment, okay? 13. All right. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about life and business lessons Pepper taught me. Who is Pepper, you might ask? Pepper is my dog. He is my Yorkie. He's been my ride or die. He's been that person that's always happy to see me since 2008. Yes, he was born in 2007. Pepper will be 12 years old this year. He is officially the oldest person in my family. Go figure, right? So when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, I want to talk about lessons that we learn from our pets. Now, mine's a Yorkie. You may be a cat lover, a fish lover. I don't know. Fish are kind of different, but nonetheless, life lessons that my Pepper, my Yorkie, taught me. Now, before we get into all this, again, my name is Cecilia, and I go by the tagline, I'm your engineer by education, home business owner by desire, and I like to help network and affiliate and brick and mortar business owners learn how to use this digital marketing space to build their business and, most importantly, to make money online. So if you've gotten value from any of my videos, please feel free to share this out with those that you know. If you're watching me for the first time, drop a 1 in the comments. If you've seen me before, give me a wave, a fist bump, touchdown hands, whatever you want. And if you're joining in with me live, go ahead and drop a comment and I can give you a shout out. Let's see, if you're watching from my page, maybe not. Let me check my phone, see if I can get all synced up here. You know, this technology. Okay, so yeah, give me a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. I always come back and comment on every comment that's there. So with that being said, life lessons Pepper taught me. So the first life lesson that I learned from Pepper is to have a routine. And you know, when we think about our pets have a routine. You know, Peppy gets up in the morning, lets me know he needs to go outside. He does this little thing. He comes, he knocks on the door, let me know it's time to get back in. When he gets back in, he expects a treat. And Miss Belinda, she was my house guest from the Memorial Day tornado. She'll let you know Pep will not let you forget his treats, okay? Throughout the day, he takes naps and, you know, goes back outside, handles his business. Anyway, he's got a routine. And so I thought about that in my life because, you know, if you follow me for any period of time, you know, I've gone through a whole lot of stuff. And for a long time, I didn't have a routine, you know. I wasn't on a schedule. I didn't make myself do anything. Part of it was my depression where I just didn't want to. And the other part was just that lack of making myself be accountable to myself. It wasn't until I got a coach and an accountability partner that I started to have a routine, and I started not only to see a change in my life, but also a change in my business as well. So just as your pets have a routine, you need to have a routine as well, because that routine will keep you grounded, that routine will keep you focused, and that routine will make sure that you are moving in the direction that you want to go to for your life. So that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 from good old Pepper is to acknowledge your feelings. You know, I used to be the queen of suck it up, Buttercup. And you, my friend Louette, if she happens to watch this video, she'll tell you, suck it up, Buttercup, okay? Build a bridge and get over it. You know, that was me like all the time until it happened to me. And then it happened again, and it happened 5 more times after that. If you haven't been following me, I had 7 losses in my life in the span of less than 20 months. And with each one, it just weighted me down more and more and more. But I kept chugging along, acting like everything was, you know, as it should be. The world was still spinning. I can't just crawl in the bed and never come out because I got a mortgage to pay, I got to eat, and I got Pepper looking out for me. But after many counseling sessions, I realized that I was functionally depressed. If you're not familiar with that term, functional depression is when you go through the routine of your daily activities, you go about the business of life, but really you're depressed and you know it. You don't have a desire to do much of anything. You're not really doing anything. You're just doing it because it's a must do. Like you must go to work, you must buy groceries, you must do whatever for the kids or your spouse or whatever. It's like must do, but there's no feeling behind it. There's no desire behind it. It's just living life, going through the motions. They say the only difference between a rut and a grave is one is above ground. Okay. So basically you're dead alive, kind of think of it that way. And then Pepper was a part of all those losses too. The biggest two being my mom and dad, because we were their care providers. So once mom and dad passed, Pepper didn't know, of course, that they had passed, but we weren't going over there anymore. We weren't going to the nursing home anymore. So now when I do leave and I'm not taking him, he's like, what's going on? Because he doesn't know where I'm going, but he knows that we used to go see mom and dad, and now he doesn't get out the house that much anymore because I don't get out the house that much anymore. So when I noticed that Pep was kind of being real lethargic and he wasn't as playful as he used to be, I definitely asked some questions in the online world. And what I found out is that pets get depressed too. And the other thing I noticed, he was not wanting to be outside that much. Like he'd go out, use the bathroom, and then be done. He wasn't patrolling the yard like he used to, or just little stuff or whatever. And I remember when my neighbor had gotten rid of her dog, he was like that. And I remember I took him to the vet because I didn't know any better, and I knew my dog wasn't acting right. And one of my things my vet said, he was like, well, has something changed your routine? Have you moved or anything? And I was like, no, but my neighbor did get rid of their dog. And he was like, that's it. He's used to playing at the fence with the dog, and now that dog is gone. So it's kind of like he lost a friend. But at the same time, what that taught me was Pepper had acknowledged his feelings. He was just like, I don't want to be bothered right now. Simple as that, Whereas it took me seeing a counselor to understand that I was functionally depressed. And once I realized what I was able to acknowledge it, deal with it, and then daily I work to get past it. So I'm still depressed and I'm still functioning, but I try to find the good in every day, whether that's making a video like this, talking to a new potential client. I was out at the store the other day, and this lady, who hadn't seen me in a while had, stopped me and asked me how I've been. She actually worked with me at Payless, and now that Payless is gone, everybody's gone. But anyway, she was like, I was worried about you because you left so abruptly. And, we hadn't touched base since March of last year. And now here we are in June, might as well say July of this year. And anyway, long story short, touching base, she was just going through the motions of recently being unemployed, and I was just sharing with her my unemployment journey and letting her know that there's light on the other side, and how she has to acknowledge those feelings. Losing a job is just like losing a spouse or any other type of loss. You will go through the 7 stages of grief. But anyway, the important thing is to acknowledge those feelings. Once you know what they are, deal with them, work through them. Don't get over it, because you'll never get over it. Deal with them and move forward in a positive way. All right, the last thing, which I think is the most important thing that I learned from Pepper, is to trust in God. Now, that may sound weird when it comes to a pet, right? But think about it. To our pets, we are their God. We can't sit down and teach them the Bible. We can't tell them about Jesus, but to them, we are God. We give them a place to stay. We take them to the doctor. We give them food. We give them water. We give them treats. All those things that lead to the next thing for us to learn how to trust God more, because Pet doesn't worry about a thing. Do you hear me? I've had some feast or famine moments in this online journey, but Pepper, on the other hand, he don't know. All he knows is he gets food, water, treats, We got a whole backyard to play in, and occasionally we go on drives, or sometimes I'll take him for a walk around the neighborhood. And about every 3 to 4 months, he gets a grooming appointment where they give him the works, the whole spa treatment, nails, ears, teeth brush, shower, cut, all that. He don't worry about nothing. So in our personal and our business lives, it is really hard to remember that God is in control and to thank him in advance, especially in business when you are like begging somebody to join your team, or you are just wanting that person just to come on board with you. And then when they don't, you're like crushed. You're like, oh, I really needed them. I really needed that commission. But at the end of the day, you don't. So some of the things that I want to share with you, what's, like I said, is the most important part to me of this message, is why it's so important that, first of all, you acknowledge whatever home business you're doing. If you have a passion about it, remember that God put that idea in your head. And even though it may seem like you're not getting anywhere fast, which you're not expected to, it may seem like you're stuck in quicksand. The reality of the situation is, if God brought this idea to you, then you will see results as long as you stick with it. But you have to take action. You have to do the work. And then about the worry part, in Matthew 6, chapter 25, or Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 to 27, I won't read the whole thing, but it says in the Bible, therefore I tell you, do not worry about life, what you will eat or what you'll drink, or about your body, what you will wear. It's not life more than food and body and clothes. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or feed, store away in barns, and yet our Heavenly Father feeds them. Are we not much more valuable than they? And that's just like Pepper. Pepper doesn't do anything to praise God, but yet and still God put me in his life to make sure he is clothed, fed, and has some spa days and has fun with the life that we are sharing together. So can you add a single hour to your life with worry? The answer is no. So that's the third thing. Pep don't worry about nothing, and neither do I, because to Pep, I am God, and I know who God is. So as long as we learn to trust God in our lives, and then of course apply that to our businesses as well, we will be successful. We will reap the fruits of our labor. We just have to be conscious of what's going on and stay the course. So to summarize what I learned from Pepper, have a routine in your business. You have a routine for work, right? If you got to be there at 9 and you know you have to travel, you're usually up by 7, okay? And then you get home, do whatever activities, but you have a routine. And then when you're at work, you have a routine. Have a routine for your life as well, whether it's an exercise routine, a meditation routine, maybe it's a meal prep routine. Just have a routine for your life. Acknowledge your feelings. Super important. Don't brush it under the rug. Don't act like it's no big deal. I don't care if it's anger, sadness, grief, depression, whatever. Acknowledge your feelings, because once you acknowledge, yeah, I feel this way, then you can deal with it and work on getting past it or getting through it. And third, which is really most important, remember, trust God. If God supplies for Pepper, he's going to supply for me to supply for Pepper. He'll do the same with you in your business, in your life, as long as you learn to trust in him. All right, so that's my video today, the life and business lessons that Pepper taught me. I hope you got some value from this information. If you did, please like, comment, and share with those that you know. If you're watching the replay, which I think most of you are, give me a hashtag replay and drop some comments on what about this video resonated with you. And if you want to learn how I put this all together in a nice, neat little package, so that way I can live my best life successfully unemployed for 15 months and counting, then go ahead and let me put the link in the comments right here. I'm going to try to pin it to the top comments. That way you don't have to search for it. Oh, that's not what you want. Let me find the link here. Yep, got it. Let me pin it in the top comment. So that way we can talk about how I put all this together, and I can help you put it all together as well. All right, I think I posted it there. I'm not 100% sure. I'll figure it out. Ah, there it is. And pin comment. See, I'm getting better at this. All right, this is Cecilia saying happy Saturday. Once again, I help network and affiliate marketers and brick and mortar business owners learn how to use digital marketing strategies to build their brand and their business online, and I would love to help you. So if you want to know how I incorporate these life lessons from my Yorkie into my personal day and my routine, and how I use this to build my brand and business online, go ahead and click the link in the top comment so we can talk further. Thank you again for watching. Please like, comment, and share with those that you know. Click the link in the top comment to find out more. And if you're watching me on YouTube, click subscribe, give me a like, and click the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Thank you again. See you next time.